just going to. Okay, fine. So let's begin the meditation, the session actually. This is an intermediate mantra session because Madam Babani has come here for the first time. So this is for the people who have finished their basic 15 weeks of session. Now we are having an intermediate mantra session where you will be taught what is the mantra, why we should tell mantras and chakras, what is the benefit, how you should tell, what is the correct procedure, and things like that. So last week we had a session where we were teaching you about the importance of meditating in front of the photograph. So hope you are able to find or print and keep a photograph at home. If you have not been able to with your busy schedule, try to do it in the coming week. You have some holidays, so try to do the meditation in front of the photograph because that is more beneficial, because we use the vibrations from the photograph for our meditation. So that was the last week session. So now let's move into the meditation. We will have, as usual, 5 to 10 minutes meditation. It won't be a very long meditation. Let's meditate for 5-10 minutes, and then I will go into the theory. It's always better to sit in meditation for 5 to 10 minutes, come into a balance, so that whatever we try to grasp will go into our mind much better. So just give me a couple of minutes. Okay. So let's sit very, very comfortable, very relaxed, as comfortable as possible. Posture is not important. Comfort is more important. So we'll sit very comfortable. We'll take a few deep breaths. We'll slowly, steadily, we can close our eyes. Now, before we begin the meditation, we can collectively raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan. You know how to do the exercise, so let's do it together. Let's raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan. As you raise the Kundalini, you can feel the energy rising in your spinal cord and coming out of the head. You can feel the cool breeze coming out of the head. It's not just a physical action what we are doing. You can actually feel it. In Sahaja Yoga, we don't do anything blindly. As you move your hand, your Kundalini will move and you can feel it on your spinal cord. And then when you put a bandhan, you cover yourself with the vibrations. You can feel the cool breeze around your body. So it is not a blind action, what we do. It is enlightened, actually. Okay. After we raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in bandhan, we can feel vibrations coming from our hand and also from the top of the head, maybe from the spinal cord also, anywhere from the body. Wherever our chakras are strong, we will feel vibrations, cool breeze. So we'll just balance both our left and right channel together by placing both the hands loose towards the ground. The left hand and the right hand, both towards the ground. And this is also a way to clear our first energy center, Mooladhara chakra. Mooladhara chakra is made up of the earth element. So the earth will suck out the problems from the Mooladhara chakra. We can just try to remember some qualities of the Mooladhara chakra. There are 4 main qualities. First is innocence of a child. doesn't mean that innocent, in modern terms, we think that innocent person is a very, stupid person. He gets cheated very easily. We say he's a very innocent person. That is not innocence, actually. That is stupidity. Innocent person is very, very wise. Innocence of a child is very childlike. So he is very wise, actually. And these are all the qualities of a child which we have lost as we grow up and we developed our own ego. We think we are something great. So we lost all these qualities of a child. Child will never get angry so easily. Even if it gets angry, it will forget the anger within minutes and it will come and hug you. It does not keep any grudge. It does not manipulate things. It's very innocent, very open-hearted. Child does not have any fear about the future or the past. It lives in the present moment. And the child is always confident because it knows the mother will feed the child. It is never worried about food. So that confidence we should have on God. That is the innocence of a child. The next quality is chastity, means purity. Relationship between people. It's not only man or a woman, but it is purity in everything. Not to grasp things, not to fight for others' things. In modern world, we are very competitive. We want to grasp everything and put it in our own pocket. So we don't have the purity towards anybody. So any relationship should be absolutely pure, without any hidden agendas. You get to know a person just to know a person. That's it. Not for job, not for money, not for anything else. That kind of a relationship is possible if you are innocent and have a pure relationship with anybody. Another quality of a child is wisdom. What Shri Mataji says is you have knowledge, but you do not act upon your knowledge. So that is wisdom. You know smoking is not good for your health, but you will still smoke. So you have knowledge, but you don't act on it. To have control over yourself and to act on your knowledge is wisdom. So that is the quality of the Mooladhara chakra. And only a person whose Mooladhara chakra is intact can be wise. Otherwise, he becomes stupid and foolish. And another very important quality is joy. Joy out of whatever we do comes from the Mooladhara chakra. It's a very important quality of Mooladhara. If you don't have joy in what you're doing, you feel lost in life. You don't have joy, you don't enjoy what you do, then there's no meaning in doing what you're doing. That joy comes from the Mooladhara chakra. If the Mooladhara chakra is affected, the people will not have joy in what they're doing. They will not have joy in life. They will not have direction in life. They don't know what to do. These are the four main qualities of the Mooladhara. There are thousands of other qualities, but these are the four main. And as we open our chakra, all these qualities will blossom out and come back to us. Just see if you are able to feel any heat going out of your hand into the earth. That means the earth is sucking away the problems from the Mooladhara. As you take the affirmations, you can feel the chakras clearing. Now we can slowly bring both the hands back on our lap. Now you can see which hand is having more vibrations and which hand is having lesser vibrations. Whichever hand is having less vibrations, that means that channel is weak in us. We have to correct that channel and come into a balance. The left and the right channel. This is the Ha and Ta in Sanskrit. That's why they call it Hatha Yoga. Yoga to come into a balance. You can clearly check what you're feeling in your fingertips and palm. We have to judge ourselves based on our vibrations, not with our mind. Mind will fool us. It will misguide us. Only vibrations will tell you absolute truth. Now we will slowly move our attention to the Sahasrara chakra. We know the exercise, how to do it. So with the right hand, we will raise the Kundalini along the spinal cord. So we'll keep the right hand in front of the sacrum bone and we will just raise our Kundalini along the spinal cord, leave it on the top of the head. So you can feel the energy rising and cool breeze coming out of the head. So we'll do it 7 times. Okay. Now you can just check above your head with your right hand if you're feeling a cool or warm sensation coming out of your head. It is not because of the AC or the wind. It is literally coming from inside your head, outside. Just check for it if you're able to feel. You can also check with your left hand. Now we'll keep both the hands, palm open on our lap. Attention on the Sahasrara chakra. Just try to record what's happening, whatever sensations you feel, and sit in quiet meditation for 2-3 minutes. That's all. Now we can slowly relax. Take a few deep breaths. As you sit in meditation for some time, you will feel that the vibrations are improving, because the Kundalini starts clearing your chakras. It starts coming out of your head. It starts connecting you to the all-pervading power outside. So you'll feel the vibrations are improving. So we have to meditate every day and touch Sahasrara every day. That is our cleansing point. We have to keep in touch with Sahasrara. So when we are in regular touch, our meditation grows regularly, our chakras open regularly, and we benefit out of it regularly. If we are little irregular, this touch goes away. For anything you need practice, and for meditation, this is the practice. You have to get in touch with your Sahasrara. You have to connect to your Sahasrara every day, 5 to 10 minutes, not hours together. No need for that. Because your Kundalini is awakened. Even 2 minutes of your meditation is powerful. Now we can all finish the meditation by collectively raising the Kundalini and putting ourselves in a bandhan again. Okay. Hope you had a good short meditation. To come into a balance, it's very important. So, okay. So today we will just see. Okay, last week we have seen about using the photograph, which we already talked about. And from today onwards, we are going to talk about mantras. So we should understand why we are telling mantras and in which chakras, what kind of mantra should be told. What is the significance of telling a mantra? Mantra should not be chanted just like that. In Vedic textures, it says the mantra is activated only when it is chanted by a person who has the Kundalini energy awakened, who is a self-realized soul. Okay, only he is authorized to recite mantras, or he is authorized to tell mantras. It says a Brahmin can only tell mantras. So immediately what we think is Brahmin means a person who's born by birth as a Brahmin. It doesn't mean that. What Shri Mataji says is a Brahmin is the one who's connected to the Brahma. How he is connected to the Brahma is through the Sahasrara chakra. When his Kundalini is active and he connects to the all-pervading power, which is called the Parabrahma, when he is connected to the Brahma, the person who knows the Brahma is a Brahman. The Brahman is not the one who is born as a Brahmin in a Brahmin family. That is not Brahmin. It is not a caste. It is what you achieve in life. So the person who feels these vibrations or the cool breeze after getting connected to the Brahma is a Brahmin. So your Kundalini is awakened. If you are able to feel cool breeze, you are a Brahmin. That's what it literally means. Brahmin is not a caste. Brahminism is not a caste. Brahmin is the one who is connected to the Brahma, who knows the Brahma, and he is authorized to tell mantras. So that is why they say only a Brahmin can do mantras, only a Brahmin can do pujas, only a Brahmin can worship. So that is why in the temples you see Brahmins. So what it means is a person who's connected to the Brahma is authorized to tell mantras. Only his chanting has powers. His chanting has vibrations. So he is a Brahmin. He is authorized to do puja. Only he can do puja. He can do worship. Of course, the other people also pray to God. It's not that he is a very higher level person, but a Brahmin is authorized in a way because his Kundalini is awakened and he is connected to the Brahma. So that is what the chanting of a Brahma by chanting of mantras by a Brahmin means. That's what Shimataji explains. So first you have to become a Brahmin to tell mantras, to have those mantras, to have powers, to clear your chakras. We have to tell mantras to activate your chakras. And that will activate only when your Kundalini energy is awakened. So that is why we try to teach in the first 15 weeks basic about awakening the Kundalini energy and making you or guiding you to practice the meditation regularly before we take you to the mantra session. So you should be aware why we are telling mantras and what is the reason for telling mantras. Now, even before telling about mantras, I just want to talk about creation part. Shimataji has given a big lecture about how creation was done. Creation in the sense creation of the whole universe or creation of all material universe, how it was done. I'm going to send you the lecture after this session, which you can listen in meditation in the coming week. So you will understand what is creation. So what Shri Mataji explains is in the beginning, when before the creation started, there was only God, or they called it as Parabrahma. Okay, there was nothing else, but there was only God. So when God had a desire to create, he got a desire to create something. So when he got that desire, so that desire power separated from him, and there were two entities who came out from that stable being. So that is called as Sadashiva and Adi Shakti. So Sadashiva is the father and Adi Shakti is the mother. So that is the masculine energy, that is God, and the feminine energy, that is the desire of God, which wanted to create the universe. That came out of Sadashiva. That is called Adi Shakti. So these are the two powers which separated. So when it separated, that is what in science we call as the Big Bang theory. How the universe started. It started with a Big Bang. So there was not. The scientists say that there was nothing. Everything was a singularity. It was a point, but then it started from a Big Bang, and the universe started creating, and all the stars and planets came into motion. But it started from a single point. So how can the whole universe, which is such a massive thing, start from a single point? So what Shrimataji explains is this Sadashiva and Adi Shakti separating from themselves to get out is the Big Bang. And when the Big Bang happened, it created a sound, and that sound was Om. So that was the first sound which was emitted when the Big Bang took place, when Sadashiva and Adi Shakti split. So that is the Om sound. And even in the Bible, if you read, it says about creation that in the beginning there was a word and the word became God. That's what it says about creation. So, what was the word? The word was Om. That is not mentioned in the Bible. So, if you see, all the scriptures talk about the same thing, but in different ways. But we see the different religions as different entities, so we cannot see the connecting point between all the religions. So, it says clearly that in the beginning there was word and the word became God. So, then when Sadashiva and Adi Shakti split, then Sadashiva is witnessing the creation work. Okay, he witnesses the creation work. That is the father power, which is taught in Christianity. Jesus Christ talks about the father. The father is Sadashiva. And the creation power, the Adi Shakti who came out of Sadashiva, started creating the universe. So when she started creating the universe, the first thing what she started creating was the chakras, was the nadis inside in the universe. All the subtle system, what you see in our body, these 7 chakras and the 3 nadis, all these things are in the universe itself. And our body is just a reflection of the whole universe within, inside us. And again, in the Bible, it says God created man in his own image. What is his own image? His image consists of chakras. His image consists of nadis, the energy channels and energy centers. So she, Adi Shakti, started creating the chakras, started creating the channels in the universe at a subtle level, even before the material was created. When these chakras were created, so Shri Adi Shakti started creating deities, or you can say kind of an angel who has to take care of the chakra. So like for example, when Adi Shakti created the Mooladhara chakra, which is the first chakra, she created the deity called Shri Ganesha. So Shri Ganesha is placed in the Mooladhara chakra. He is the what you can say like he is the king of the Mooladhara chakra. He governs the Mooladhara chakra. So he was the first deity who was created after the creation work started. So that is why in any puja we do, we first worship Shri Ganesha. Before we do any puja, if you want to worship Sri Krishna or Sri Lakshmi or Sri Vishnu, first they will worship Sri Ganesha. He is the first one who's worthy to be worshipped. So in the Mooladhara chakra, Shri Adi Shakti created Sri Ganesha. Likewise, we know that there are 21 chakras in our body. In the same way, Sri Adi Shakti started creating all the chakras, and she started creating all the deities and started putting those deities in those chakras. So there is Mooladhara, there is Sri Ganesha, and in Swadhisthana there is Brahma Saraswati, and the Nabi there is Lakshmi Narayana. So there are many deities who are there. So these are only in the central channel. So there are 3 channels. So there are 7 into 3, 21 chakras are there. So she started putting all the 21 deities in those 21 chakras. So they govern the quality of those chakras. Like for example, when we meditated upon Mooladhara chakra today, we were talking about the qualities of a child. It is innocent like a child. It is very pure. It is very chaste. All these qualities, what we talked about, is nothing but quality of Shri Ganesha. It is a quality of Lord Ganesha. So we are actually activating the powers of Lord Ganesha inside our Mooladhara chakra. That is what we are trying to do. But in online session where Muslims are attending, or other people, other religious people are attending, we don't want to say the word Shri Ganesha. We are describing Shri Ganesha. We are telling we have to become innocent. We have to become wise. We have to become joyous. These are all the qualities of Lord Ganesha. That's it. Okay. So instead of taking such affirmations and trying to imbibe the quality of those chakras, we can also recite mantras to activate the powers in those chakras. So that is why we should know in which chakra which deities are sitting and how to recite the mantras to activate those deities in those chakras. That is the knowledge which we need to have to tell mantras. Okay. And as we meditate, we will slowly, since we are new now, you may not feel which chakras are damaged in you. You will just feel the cool breeze. You will enjoy the meditation. But as you progress in your meditation, you will start feeling in particular pinpoint which chakra is having problem, which nadi is having problem. So when you find out which chakra or which nadi is having problem, you have to recite the mantra of that particular deity. You have to worship that deity. When we say worship, again, when we say we want to worship Sri Ganesha, we have worshipped Sri Ganesha in a temple outside. The rishis and munis who used to meditate before, they made a statue of Sri Ganesha and they told the common human being to worship the statue. But the people who are meditating, the rishis and munis, they had their chakras enlightened. They were completely enlightened souls, and they could see Sri Ganesha sitting inside the Mooladhara chakra. So that is why they could describe him, that he is looking like this, he's having an elephant head, he's having a pot belly, he's looking like a child, the lower half of the body is like a child, upper half is an elephant. All these things they described because they could see this in meditation. When their chakras opened completely and got enlightened, they could see Sri Ganesha inside, and they could worship Sri Ganesha inside their body. Okay. But common normal human beings who are not doing meditation or who are not enlightened yet cannot see or have a darshan of Sri Ganesha to worship Sri Ganesha within themselves. They do not have the power yet. So they made a statue outside and they made a temple and they told worship Sri Ganesha. So we are always prone or used to worshipping the deity, any deity, not only Sri Ganesha, Sri Krishna or Lakshmi or Vishnu or whoever it is we worship. We worship those deities in a temple outside us. Actually, all those deities are inside our body, inside our chakras. And now we should learn how to worship them inside us. We have to go deep within ourselves. So the Adi Shakti started creating the universe. First, she created these chakras even before the material universe was created. Shri Mataji says this stage is called as a Vaikuntha stage or a heavenly stage. So these chakras were created at this Vaikuntha stage, and the Adi Shakti started putting these deities in those chakras. There are 21 chakras and there are 21 deities. We are going to talk about every deity, every quality, and every mantra in every week for the next 10 weeks, how to tell mantras and things like that. So likewise, the Adi Shakti created all the chakras. Like for example, she created Brahma Saraswati. She put in the Swadhisthana chakra and she gave the duty of creation of the material universe to Brahma. So Brahma starts creating the planets and stars and all these things. So she creates Vishnu. She gives duties for Shri Vishnu. She creates Shiva in the left heart. She gives duty to Shiva. So all these chakras or all these deities are sitting in the chakra and controlling those chakras. And they are the power of those chakras. So this is at a universal level. So when it comes to the human body, we are just a reflection of the whole universe. So whatever is there in the outside universe, in those chakras are also inside us. So all the chakras and all the nadis in the universe are inside us. Okay. And all the deities who are outside in the universe are also sitting inside us and governing our body. So our whole human body is built upon the chakras and nadis, and these chakras and nadis are totally the reflection of the universe which is outside us. That is why all the saints who are talking about divine things in those days, they sang a lot of songs and wrote a lot of poems like Tukarama, Dhyaneshwara, or anybody. They were all telling like this: the whole universe is inside me, I am the whole universe, I am the whole Akasha. They were talking like this. Why? Because they have seen all these things in meditation. They realize that they are the whole universe. They are nothing but a reflection of the universe, and they are one with the universe. The universe is nothing but God again. So this is why they were talking in a different language, which normal people could not understand what they are saying. So we were just writing what they were saying, and we started singing bhajans on what they said. So this is actually what's happening inside the human body. So all these chakras are reflected inside the human body, and all these deities are sitting in those chakras and controlling our chakras. So that is why we should, first of all, when we meditate, when we find out what is the problem in our subtle body, which chakras are catching, which chakras are major giving health problems to us, we have to start correcting those chakras. So one of the ways to correct those chakras is to worship the deity in that particular chakra. Now, for example, let's say a person is having depression. Like I have depression. I had clinical depression. So, and the person is having low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and things like that. That means the left channel is damaged in it. So, the left channel, the deity of the left channel is Shri Mahakali. Okay. So, she controls the left channel. So, the person who is having a problem of the left channel should actually worship Shri Mahakali. And how to worship Shri Mahakali or how to chant the mantras for Mahakali, that is what we are going to see. In the same way, we have to find out which chakras are having problems in us and how to cure that chakra or how to heal that chakra by reciting the mantras for those chakras and awakening the chakra and strengthening the deity inside the chakra. When the chakra or the deity becomes strong inside us, the chakra will become all right and our health will be restored. But the main goal of the meditation is not to restore our health, is to become a complete Brahman, to become one with God in yoga, in union. Our own individual Atma has to become one with Paramatma. That is what we are trying to achieve. All this healing and financial problem and job related problem and family problem, these are all petty small things. So our goal is to connect our own Atma to the Paramatma. And when that connection happens, all the other problems will solve. That is why in Sahaja Yoga, we always insist that don't worry about your problems or your health and other things. These are very small problems. When you get the bigger connection or when you get the higher goal, when you achieve the higher goal, all these smaller petty problems will be solved. It will be eradicated. But first, we should have the mindset open to achieve the higher things. We should not be stuck with our health and our wealth and our job and petty things. So this is something which is very important in Sahaja Yoga, is to get connected with God. That is the reason we are in Sahaja Yoga. You got Kundalini awakening is not a joke. You have done tapasya for many, many lives. That is why you got Kundalini awakened in this life. Otherwise, you will not come to Sahaja Yoga. You will not meditate. The person will not get desire to meditate. That means that there is something in you. That is why your Kundalini got awakened. You are attending the sessions for the past 15, 20 weeks and you're enjoying the meditation. That means there is something in you. There is a spiritual potential in you. That is why you're doing this. Otherwise, you will not come to Sahaja Yoga. And you have made it this far. That means there is something in you. That is what it means. So now we will see how to tell the mantras. Now, this is just a gist I gave about what is creation. I don't want to lecture too much about creation. I'm going to send you a speech of Shri Mataji in 1970s, where she has talked about how the universe was created and how it is reflected inside us. It's a 1 hour talk. It is better you listen to what Shri Mataji talks rather than listening to me. Now, I will jump straight from the creation to now you understand what are chakras, who are deities. Deities are the powers of these chakras. They are kept in these chakras to control these chakras. Okay. So now I'm going to teach you how to recite a mantra. Okay. For that, let me open up a Word file so I can just type in and show you. Or just a moment. Kindly give me a moment. Yeah. Let me open up a Word file. Okay. Okay. I hope you are able to see the screen with the Word file. Yeah. If you're not able to see the screen or something, please let me know. You can open your mic and let me know. So to recite a mantra, there is a particular way in Sahaja Yoga how to recite the mantra. Okay. What Shri Mataji tells is that telling these mantras itself is itself a very technical thing, and we should not simply blabber mantras, and it can cause harm. So once a kundalini is awakened, you should chant mantras in the proper way to awaken the deities of the chakras. So for example, the Mooladhara chakra, the deity of the Mooladhara chakra is Shri Ganesha. Okay, the first chakra. So there are two more aspects of the Mooladhara chakra. There is one on the left side on the Idanadi, that is called the left Mooladhara chakra, and there is one on the right channel, that is called the right Mooladhara chakra. So there are three chakras of the Mooladhara itself: center, left, and right. So the center Mooladhara, the deity is Sri Ganesha, and the right Mooladhara, the deity is Sri Kartikeya, or in South India they call him Muruga. Okay, and the left Mooladhara is again Sri Ganesha. It is also pertaining to innocence. So, for example, how we recite mantras in Sahaja Yoga is this. So, I'm just going to type and show you. Okay, so it says Om. Okay, I hope you are able to read what is there given in the screen. Okay, so this is the way we recite the mantras in Sahaja Yoga to activate a chakra. Now, for example, if we take the center Mooladhara chakra, the deity is Sri Ganesha, and this is how we recite the mantra. It says Om Twameva Sakshat, Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti, Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. We put our Guru's name in the mantra also, okay, to activate the power of the mantra. It's this method of saying mantras in Sahaja Yoga. We do not just chant, keep on chanting Ganesha, Ganesha, Ganesha 1,000 times. Okay, if you chant only one time after your Kundalini is awakened, if you chant one time the mantra, you will feel the chakra opening, and you can feel cool breeze coming from that chakra, because your chanting or your words have power, because your Kundalini is awakened. You need not read, 1,000 times or a day long of chanting Ganesha, Ganesha, Ganesha. You need not do like that. So this is the way we chant mantras in Sahaja Yoga. So I will repeat myself. It says Om Twameva Sakshat, Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. This is the way we chant mantra for the center Mooladhara chakra, and the deity is Shri Ganesha. Okay. Now, for example, if I want to chant mantra for the right Mooladhara, if I feel a problem in the right Mooladhara, and if I want to awaken the right Mooladhara, so how will I tell the mantra for that? So again, the mantra will go like Om Twameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Okay, so it says Om Twameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So this is how we say the mantra for the right Mooladhara chakra, whose deity is Sri Kartikeya. Okay. So what have we done here? It is only this deity name we have changed. If you see, here I put Sri Kartikeya, here I put Sri Ganesha. So the mantra, the format of the mantra is the same. It is just like fill in the blanks. I put the deity's name there. So if I say for center Mooladhara, the mantra is Sri Ganesha. And if I say for right Mooladhara, the mantra is Sri Kartikeya. But the format in which we say the mantra is Om Twameva Sakshat, Sri Kartikeya Sakshat, Sri Adi Shakti Mataji, Sri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. It literally means, Om Twameva Sakshat means, you who is having all the powers of Sri Kartikeya awakened in you. Who is you? We are talking about Sri Mataji, our Guru. She is an enlightened person. All her chakras are enlightened. So all the deities inside her are awakened, are enlightened. So we say the mantra, you who are Sakshat Shri Kartikeya, or the Kartikeya is awakened in you in full, complete form. Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. So we say that in the same way Kartikeya is awakened in you completely, we desire to awaken Kartikeya in us completely also. That's what it literally means. So this is how we chant mantra in Sahaja Yoga. So this is the format. Now I will just show you a short audio file, how it is chanted also. I hope you can see the screen and listen to it. Okay. So just to show you how it sounds, how they chant the mantra in Sahaja Yoga, you can listen how it is being chanted.
Shakthi, Mataji, Shri, Nirmala, Devi, Namo, Namaha.
So I hope you could hear that clearly. So this is how a mantra is chanted in Sahaja Yoga. Now I showed you the format, how the mantra is formulated, or how the mantra should be chanted. And then I also showed you an audio file, how the mantra is actually chanted. Okay. So now after this session is over, I am going to send you the mantras for the Mooladhara chakra. The center Mooladhara is Shri Ganesha. The right Mooladhara is Shri Kartikeya. And the left Mooladhara is again Shri Ganesha. Now, what I would request you to do in the coming week is we can start practicing reciting these mantras at home during our meditation. Now, I will tell you how to do this practice. So, you know how to do the meditation. You raise your Kundalini, put yourself in Bandhan, and you sit in meditation. So, after you raise your Kundalini and put yourself in Bandhan, you can tell the mantra of Sri Ganesha one time in the format which we have given you. I will also send you the audio file. So you can tell one time the mantra of center Mooladhara. You can recite the mantra one time of the right Mooladhara, which is Sri Kartikeya. And you can recite one time the mantra for the left Mooladhara chakra, which is Sri Ganesha again. So these three mantras you are going to recite in the coming 1 week. Try to do it every day in your meditation. After you raise Kundalini, take Bandhan, tell these three mantras. After you tell these three mantras, then sit in some meditation. Okay. Start with the mantra because you're starting with Sri Ganesha mantra. So you can, you know how to clear the left channel. So to clear the left Mooladhara, we usually keep the left hand palm open in our lap and the right hand we place it on the earth or we leave it loose towards the ground. You know how to clear the left channel. So while clearing the left Mooladhara and telling the mantra of Sri Ganesha on the left Mooladhara, you can keep the left hand palm open, right hand towards the ground. Tell Sri Ganesha mantra one time, just one time with complete attention. Okay. You don't need to repeat it 100 times, just one time and see what you're feeling. You might feel some changes in your left hand fingertips and palm. You might feel some changes in your left Mooladhara itself. Okay. Then after you recite that and after you watch what's happening, go to right Mooladhara chakra. So you keep the right hand on your lap and put the left hand loose towards the ground. Okay. Usually we keep the left hand towards the sky to clear the right channel. But to clear the right Mooladhara, right hand on the lap, left hand on the earth or loose towards the earth, then you recite Sri Kartikeya mantra one time. Just one time, slowly, steadily. Recite one time in meditation. Okay. And then see what's happening in your right hand fingertips and palm. What are the changes you're feeling? What you're feeling in the right Mooladhara chakra. Okay. Then go to the center Mooladhara chakra. So to go to the center Mooladhara chakra, keep both the hands on the earth if you're sitting on the ground, or you can leave both the hands loose towards the ground if you're sitting on the chair. And with complete attention, recite Shri Ganesha mantra one time. Okay, so in this way, then after reciting, see what's happening in your fingertips and palm. Always check. In Sahaja Yoga, nothing is blind faith. Okay, you should check what you're able to feel. If you're able to feel anything, or if you're not able to feel anything, okay, you should feel. If you are in a good balance and if your Kundalini energy is in a good state, when you tell mantra, you will feel the chakra. Okay. If you are not able to feel, don't worry. As you keep meditating and progressing in the meditation, you will feel the chakra. There are people who are in meditation, they can see Ganesha sitting inside the Mooladhara chakra. I'm talking about Sahaja Yoga practitioners. I'm not talking about big rishis or munis. Those who have been practicing for many, many years, who are very strong in their meditation, they can see Mooladhara chakra opening and they can see Shri Ganesha sitting inside. So that much of awareness will come. But for beginning, you may not be able to see that, or you may not be able to have a darshan of Shri Ganesha, but at least you can feel the vibrations coming from the Mooladhara chakra or what's happening in your fingertips and palm. If you don't feel, don't worry about it. It will come eventually. But this is how you chant a mantra. This is how you activate the mantra or the chakra, and this is how you activate the deity in that chakra. This is how you chant basically any mantra in Sahaja Yoga. So I'm going to show you the screen again, the words. So I am going to send you this text format also by WhatsApp. I am going to send you a recorded mantra audio file on WhatsApp also. So you can play this mantra audio file and recite along with it and tell the mantra in your meditation. And that's how you're going to practice. So in this 1 week, you are going to practice the mantra for the Mooladhara chakra alone. Left Mooladhara, right Mooladhara, and the center Mooladhara. So by chanting the mantras in the 1 week, you will start clearing your Mooladhara chakra. And then every week we are going to go one chakra at a time, and we are going to cover up to Sahasrara chakra, and we are going to see what are all the mantras which are available up to the Sahasrara chakra, what Shri Mataji has taught us. Okay. So I think today's session we can wind up with this. We saw about a little bit of creation, which I'm going to send you a talk, what Shri Mataji has told about how the universe was created. Please listen to the talk so you will understand better how the chakras were created in the universe and why it is reflected in your body and how you can connect to the universe. That is one part. The second part is chanting of the mantra. So please chant the mantras in the way we have told. We are going to send you the audio files and practice the mantra in meditation. Okay, so I hope it was clear, the explanation for you. If you have any doubts, please open your mics. Please ask questions. Yes, any questions, please. Or did I speak too much and you are not able to understand anything at all? I hope it was not like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, can I speak?
Yeah, please, please.
Okay. No. We understand everything, but we need more and more practice to get more and more into these things, because it is the beginning only.
Correct. Yeah. Because in the beginning, we need to just we just want to explain to you what is the purpose of telling mantra and how to tell it. And once you start practicing it, it will come in your flow, actually.
After 1 week, maybe, but today we understand the understanding will be different after 1 week.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And the understanding will be different after 1 month. It will be much, much different after 1 year. As you progress in your meditation, as your consciousness grows, you will understand more things. Your dimensions will grow. Your brain becomes more dynamic and has the capacity to absorb more knowledge and dimensions. So, as you said, it will improve. Your understanding will also improve as you meditate.
So the way to do it is different. Now it's the beginning, but once you come into practice, it will be more different.
Yes, definitely. So.
Last 15 weeks or since I started, the
Mm.
way, the beginning, how we get, and now within the less time we get more into this dhyan, and you can get fast than the beginning.
Correct, sir.
So this is what my this observation. That's all.
That is true. That is true. In the beginning 15 weeks, we did it in a very neutral way. We did it in a very scientific way. We did not talk about God. We did not talk about mantras. We did not talk about deities. We talked about only science, how the chakras
Yeah.
are related to our health. Okay. Just to make you understand in the 15 weeks about all the chakras. So you know the basics of all the chakras now. Now the next level is to go deeper into the chakras, is to understand the deities and how to chant mantras. This is the next level.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay, okay. So in the coming next weeks, we are going to be seeing the mantras for all the chakras and how to chant these mantras. So if you miss any session in between, don't worry. I am going to record the session and I'm going to pass it around to everyone.
Good, good, good.
Okay, fine. And Madam Bhavani, I think you are able to hear also. So hope you are able to understand how we are chanting the mantras. If you have any doubts, please ask, and we can clear it up before we wind up the session.
No doubt, sir.
Okay,
It
okay,
was
ma'am.
wonderful.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. And we have meditated in your house with mantras also. So you know how to chant mantras. But you did not have this theoretical explanation about why to chant mantras. So that is very important to understand why. So that is why we want to do all these sessions again for you. So now I will send you. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Anil, you were saying something, yeah?
No, it's okay for me.
Okay, okay. Okay. Sorry about it. Okay, so we will wind up the session for today. Okay. So practice these mantras which I have given you. I will be sending the audio files and Shri Mataji's talk about creation. Please listen to it when you have time at home, and please continue with the meditation. Hope to see you in the next coming session. We will take to the next mantras. We will move chakra by chakra. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Good night, all. Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.